Sagittarius, it's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting April 26th, 2021. And just a quick heads up for all y'all out there, if you are looking for the astrology, remember the astrology itself got put on a video of its very own this week because, well, a full moon in Scorpio, T-square, Uranus, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn is way too much to give the TLDR baby treatment. So if you want to check it out, you can, of course, follow the link in the down bar below or go to my main channel page and check it out at the top of the horoscopes playlist. It'll be right there for you. And that being said, I do want to remind everyone, check your rising and your moon sign, guys. Remember, your rising sign gives you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope shows up. And your moon sign horoscope, well, that gives you the side story or the B plot that is also playing out throughout the course of this week. And you can generate that on any free astrology chart generator out there. You just need your birth date, time, and location of birth. So do it. So what is going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual theme this week, you do have the Four of Cups upright. And this week, you are being put on notice to pay attention to where things that might be missing in your life could be things that actually you have been ignoring or rejecting from including in your life. One of the things about the Four of Cups we've got to remember is that not everything that is a blessing is going to come and try to dazzle us with neon lights and fireworks. And sometimes it's the most humble things that have the most power, the most potency, and the most beauty. And if we judge things prematurely or write them off as no good, or maybe we just aren't using our imaginations, we can't actually see how they're applicable, then we might actually be missing out on a good thing. And this week is all about you finding out where you have been missing out, or things that we have been missing out on or prematurely judged are not being so, or are not so, in your favor. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, your finances, you do have the Five of Swords upright. And this week I am seeing, yeah, there is definitely going to be some contention or maybe even some full-on battling going on over a professional or financial matter. And it does look like with the Five of Swords, this could spell some kind of split or some kind of rift in your workspace, whether it is a rift between coworkers, maybe even you discharging and firing a client, or possibly even a lot of you feeling so moved as to start cutting people off from things that maybe you have been supporting or contributing to either financially or with your time or some other resource. The Five of Swords upright is indicating that this is a week where the separation is absolutely important, but the way we go about separating is something we got to pay attention to as well. You know, it's still got to be a good look. You know, we don't need to debase or degrade ourselves slamming the door on our way out. As we get on to the communications with friends, relatives, other people in your life, you do have the Sun card upright. I do see a very rejuvenating opportunity coming through a friend, and it looks like possibly a childhood friend, somebody that just knows you at what you consider to be your core and the truth of who you really are, and you them. The Sun is actually not only drawing the two of you back together, but also at the same time giving you a chance to maybe do a bit of restorative work together, actually maybe bring a little bit more light or bring new light to maybe something that both of you have been struggling with, or possibly just simply healing a rift in a relationship that we've not had for a while. You know, one of the things about the Sun that can be very nice is that this is also closing a gap where even we might not have had a rift or a falling out, but simply a distancing. Might not go all the way back to childhood, but we are seeing a recovery of an old friend. As we get on to your challenge this week, you do have the Two of Wands upright. This week, I definitely think that makes me think of the live I did on Saturday where I was just basically like ripping everyone a new one for not knowing how to form an intention clearly. It is going to be important for you to be able to be impeccable and unmistakable with your words. The Two of Wands as a challenge is indicating one of the biggest issues that could come up this week is not being understood when it is your due diligence to make sure you know how to actually put your thoughts, intentions, and energies into form into communication that actually can be understood, or else nobody's going to know what you really want. The Two of Wands can indicate here we might have to pay attention. Where have we been too vague? Where maybe we think we're making statements of intention, but we're not. We're just making statements of circumstance, or just talking about what we're feeling and going through. Those aren't intentions, guys. You know, sometimes we have to pay attention. Where have I not been clear enough, either in what I'm requesting from others of the universe or what I'm answering to when I'm actually being spoken to by others in the universe? The challenge with the Two of Wands is always about being crystal clear and making sure we are. When it comes to love and romance, you have the Nine of Pentacles upright, and things are actually looking pretty sweet here. Because it does look like you and a partner are actually coming into a space where there is this harmonization of both being able to get back to our independent lives and enrich the relationship at the same time. It does look like with the Nine of Pentacles, this could actually be a period where a lot of other challenges or other stories, other priorities in our relationship are starting to actually wrap up, and therefore we are not so tightly involved with them. In fact, with a lot of you, the Nine of Pentacles is also indicating that this relationship situation for you is actually getting to a space where everyone is reclaiming independence in such a way that it is an enhancement of our coupling, our respect, and our rapport with one another. For those of you who are currently single and available, I do see you meeting somebody new that is actually quite accomplished. But I will say, again, there is this focus on independence being the turn on here, independence being the priority, and everyone being able to be, in alignment with their own personal journey in the healthiest way possible as an enhancement of the rapport. So that is what I've got for you, Sagittarius people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.